don't know me, I am Savannah. I'm the program director for Strong Mamas Thriving Babies. And we put on lots of webinars and we try to share lots of resources with all of our mamas. And today we have Sherry Barta. She is the owner of Posture Power Wellness, as well as an app called Core Rehab. And she is brilliant with all things pelvic floor, core. She's a Pilates instructor. She is brilliant. So I will let her take it from here and I'll keep an eye on our waiting room.
Beautiful. Thank you, Savannah. Hi, everybody. I'm Sherry. I am a pelvic health occupational therapist. I'm a 20-year occupational therapist, and I'm a certified Pilates. What I've done is I've fused all these things together so that we can give you a very accessible program to work on rehabbing your body on your own schedule, not having to go in and do a clinical hour or any of that. So today I would like to put you through probably about a 20 to 25-minute workout, getting you just connected into your body. And I want to save some time on the end for any questions. So know that there will be time for questions at the end. If you are like, I don't want to forget this, you can stick it in the chat and we can look at them at the end, or hold your question to the end and know that we will do that. So if you're local, I do have an in-person studio in Denver, where I do private pelvic floor or pelvic health. We're not really pelvic floor, pelvic health rehab. And we offer classes, which are affordable. And I also have an online version because babies are born everywhere. There's mamas everywhere. And sometimes you can be around the corner and it's still really hard to get there. So that's me in a quick nutshell. Everything I've done has been born from a passion. I'm a mom of two kids, so I completely understand the journey you are embarking on. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger. At the end, I have a couple of things for you. I'm gonna pin me. Okay, so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and you get to lay down. So lay yourselves on down. Babies can lay with you. You can take them with you. Great thing is we're just gonna lay down on our backs. We're gonna start. I'm gonna lose my baggy sweatshirt because you will not be able to see anything. Okay, let's try that again. All right, one of the first things I want to talk to you all about is alignment of your pelvis. A lot of times, most fitness studios are going to tell you to flatten your back down onto the floor. If you notice, I just did that. What happens when you do that is you tighten, you shorten all the muscles, your lower core, your hip flexors, and you basically make it so you can't use them. Your pelvic floor tightens, your butt starts to squeeze, and you're loading your lumbar spine. This is so detrimental to everything we're trying to work on. So step one is getting all you comfortable with getting into a neutral place. So what I want you to start with doing is just take your hands and rest them on your hips. And I want you to just gently tilt your pelvis towards your head and down towards your feet. Right now, I do not care what muscles you're using. Just move. Just find flow. Open up that low back. Our bodies have been used to being in carrying babies, whether in us or on us. So we are tight in different places. So just gently tilt back and forth for me. Nice. Now, can you go side to side? So you can let your knees move with you. I'm just opening up and getting a little twist action going in my pelvis. Beautiful. Okay, so now go ahead and find that center place, okay? I'm gonna have you use your hands to help you find these connections. You're gonna make a diamond with your hands. You're gonna take your thumbs and put them at your belly button and take your fingers and just rest them down onto your pubic bone. Relax those hands. Ideally, if you are in neutral, your thumb and fingers are on the same plane. So if you're flattening your back, your thumbs are going to be lower. And if you're arching your back, your thumbs will be higher. Can you adjust yourself so that those are even? You should be able to also gently be able to tuck your hands underneath your low back. Okay. So basically you're maintaining that natural lumbar curve. Awesome. Okay. Now maintain that neutral place. And I want you to take a deep breath for me. I want you to inhale and I want you to feel everything expand. I want your stomach to expand. I want your ribs to expand. I want your back to expand. I want your pelvic floor to expand. Now exhale. You should feel everything tighten and pull up. Do that again. Breathe in and exhale. So the goal is that all that is coming from a deep core connection, and we're actually not moving to do that. A lot of times, people in hopes to being able to find that connection down lower, they start tilting their pelvis, especially new moms who are like, what is down there? Are those body parts still there? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to inhale, keep your hands here, exhale again, and make sure you're not moving that pelvis. So as you exhale, I don't want you tilting upwards. I want you to just get a little wrapping connection. Awesome. Okay, one more breath. And exhale. I love breathing to help get into your abs. Okay. Your breath, when you're in the right alignment, fires up your diaphragm, your deep, deep core, and your pelvic floor, and it gets it working together. Such a great way to get all that firing, especially in the beginning when you just don't have as much awareness and connection to the area. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do some motion. I want that tailbone to stay heavy. I want that pelvis in neutral. I want you to start marching in place. So bring one leg up into tabletop. Bring it back down. Do the other side. I want you to just go back and forth a couple times. Notice what's happening. Notice if there is, like, are you able to keep that pelvis flat? Also, as you're switching feet, do you feel your pelvis tilt and drop? It's a very common thing. Okay, we're going to work on that. So now pause. I want you to get that pelvis in neutral. Your left leg, can you put a little pressure into your heel? So you're going to push that heel down and float your right leg up into tabletop. You should feel really stable across that core. Maintain this, and I want you now to tap that right heel up and down for me. Maintain that pressure in the left leg, maintain that connection in your core, and you should really start to feel that in your hip flexor right here. Nice. Two more. If you're starting to get a little toasty in there, that makes me happy. Good. That means we're finding it. Keep it up. Little secret. A lot of times when we move, we start to move our pelvis all over and we don't actually get into that muscle. So I ideally want you feeling kind of a burn action right in that upper part of your thigh going into your hip. Okay, flex that foot, extend it long, and come back. Imagine you have a pedal at your heel. You're pushing that pedal out. You're pulling that pedal back. Don't forget about that left leg. Make sure you're putting that pressure in that heel to get that cross connection. You're reteaching your body how to stabilize. One more. Amazing. Take it out. Now, tap it up and down. Good. We're only doing 5. I know, my leg's on fire too. That's an exciting thing. That means we are firing into the right stuff. 2 more. Woo! Last one. Amazing. Come on down. Bring that down and just wiggle a little bit. Nice. All right, let's do the other side, okay? So again, make sure you're in that nice neutral alignment. If you notice, I keep my hands here. It helps me be aware of what's happening. We don't realize sometimes we do things and we go do, 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 and then we tilt all over. The more you can find that stabilization right here, the deeper that's going to get into that whole pelvic area and really work on that pelvic health and get you stronger from the inside out, okay? So hands stay. Put the pressure into the right heel, float your left leg up. Hold it stable. You're going to start with tapping that heel up and down 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Go ahead and drive through that heel, pushing out that pedal and pull that imaginary pedal back. Do that again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Go ahead, push it out. Stay out here. Tap it down and bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Go ahead and bring that one down. That was beautiful. Okay. Keep that pelvis really still. We're going to work on opening those hips up a little bit more. Widen your feet. So they're about, if you're on a yoga mat, they're the width of the mat. If you're just on the floor, have your knees a little bit wider than your hips, okay? We get sticky sometimes in that deep, 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 deep hip area, and that's our rotators. So your left leg is going to stay still. Right leg, can you rotate it out to the side and bring it back up and almost tap your other knee? Yes, back and forth. So the goal here, again, is that that pelvis doesn't move. Keep it really still. Just opening up those hips. A lot of times when we do this, we don't realize we rotate everything over. So it's really important to keep that really still while you're doing this. You're going to get way deeper into that hip. Good. Okay, right, stay still. Now do the left. 3, we're going to go to 5. 5 is my number of choice today. It changes. Last one. Amazing. All right, go ahead, bring those feet back in, walk them in to what we call hip width apart. So hip width apart, you got about a fist between your 2 legs. So if you look up, you kind of put a fist in between. That's hip width. It's about the bony coming out, not the flesh. Okay, we're gonna do some bridges. All right, I want to talk bridges for a moment because it is very common for us. Bridges are so awesome with getting the glutes firing and really working on that full stabilization of the pelvis. But there are some nuances to a bridge that you can get a lot more out of it. A bridge, usually people just squeeze their butts and push up. That gets hamstringy, and you're really only using one part of your body. I want more. I want more out of you. I want more for you. Okay, so I want you to reach your arms down by your sides. Really reach and think about connecting the back of your arms down. That is going to get our upper core firing. I want you to think about your spine like a pearl necklace. You're going to slowly peel it up and slowly place it back down. Tilt that pelvis towards your head. Slowly peel those vertebrae up one at a time or one pearl at a time, thinking about extending out over the front of your thighs. So think about sending energy out over your knees to raise yourself up. Now keep sending that energy long and slowly come back down one pearl at a time. Slowly articulate down until your tailbone comes down. Do that again. Tilt that pelvis, peel up. I'm pushing out. My butt is working. It's helping to pull me up. The front of my core is firing. I'm finding length. Now slowly lower back down, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Give me one more. Curl it up. Extend, 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 extend. And come on back down. Amazing. All right. I want to throw a little rib work in here because if you, all right, ladies, my babies are 16 and 14, and my ribs still think they're in my stomach. I have rib flares still. I work on this all the time. I want to get you working on this now, okay? So I want you to take your arms and raise them to chest height. I want you to inhale. I want you to feel that expansion. As you exhale, I want you to think about your ribs crisscrossing towards your opposite hips. So our internal corset. Draw those corset springs. Do that again. Inhale. Expansion. Exhale. pull those ribs down. Good. Do that again. And exhale. Now, hold that crisscross. Keep that connection. We're going to work on raising our arms up overhead, but I don't want you to let those ribs move. That's how we're working on this. Come back. A lot of times we reach our arms and we just let those ribs come up. I want you to really focus on the ribs. The ribs are the work. So keep the ribs connected in that crisscross. Raise your arms up and back down. By doing this, yes, we're opening our shoulders up, which we all need it, but we're also working on the external and internal obliques to support us. Okay. Now keep your left arm still. Just move your right one up and down. Really focus on that rib connection. Kind of reconnecting everything together. Last one. Good. Other side. Keep focusing on those ribs. When you focus on those ribs, you don't even need extra weight. It really forces you to kick into your body lines. Good. All right, center. Take those arms out wide. Still focus on that rib connection. Do that again. Ribs, ribs, ribs. It's all about the ribs. 2 more, ladies. Last one. Good. Arms stay up. Left stay still. Just do your right. So we're doing 5 double and then 5 single each. Working on asymmetrical, which is going to challenge our obliques a little differently. Good. Last one. Keep the right up. Move the left. Three. 2 more. Last one. Keep them up. Can you turn them diagonally? You're going to draw a diagonal line. One goes up, one goes down. Beautiful. Come back, twist them, and do the other side. Still focusing on that rib connection. When you can keep the ribs connected as well, you should feel those shoulder blades moving on your back, which is really important. We want to keep a strong mid-back connection to help support you, especially as you are rounding over such a little baby. Help support you. You're doing so many things in your life that are rounded forward now. We need to work on opening that up. Good. Center. Now you need some circles. Go ahead and just nice big open circles. Still keeping those ribs connected. Awesome. Switch directions. Two more. Amazing. Go ahead and bring your arms on down, right by your sides. Beautiful. We're gonna go back into the core a little bit. I want you to bring one leg up into tabletop. So now this is a bigger challenge of really keeping that connection in your hips. Bring the other leg up. Hold it. Bring your right leg back down. And bring your left leg down. Okay? We're going to add the breath in this so that we can really keep this connected. Because I don't want you doming. I don't want you to pop up because that means that it's too unstable. All right? So breath can help us keep connection. Inhale. As you exhale and feel that connection, pull up and in, pull your left leg up. Inhale again. Exhale, pull your right leg up. Bring that left leg back down. Bring your right leg down. Were you able to maintain that connection in here? Okay, let's do it one more time. We're going to start with the right. We're going to switch off because we want to work both sides. Inhale, exhale, pull your right leg up. Inhale, exhale, pull the left leg up. Bring the right leg back down. And bring the left leg down. Last one. Inhale, exhale, left up. Inhale, exhale, right up. If you're able to stabilize this, maintain it, and give me a couple taps. Tap up and down. Just going to challenge that double core. If you are doming or popping in your core, I want you to go down to single legs because that's where you can maintain it right now. So I do not want your stomach to kind of pop up while you are doing these exercises. That is a sign that you're not strong enough. If you're able to maintain well, go for it. Do both. Alternate them. Okay? Or you can stay on one side. Good. Keep them up. Can you send one leg long? So this is the double leg version. If you're going to do a single leg, it's just in and out. Do 5 on each side. Okay? Beautiful. Awesome. All right, let's add a little of our obliques in. If you're going to do double, you're going to keep them up. If you're going to do it from tabletop, squeeze your knees together and you're going to rotate side to side. If you have that doming issue, I want you to put your feet down on the floor. Squeeze yourself together and rotate side to side here. The goal, no matter which way you do this, I want you to zip up those legs. If you notice, my feet are stacking on top of each other as I'm rotating. So I'm not pushing through my feet. I'm using my core to do this. It's the same thing from here up. I'm rotating. I'm keeping those legs together. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring them on back down. Awesome. Okay. Now, I want you all to just turn over onto your stomachs for our kind of last version of exercise. Right? So you're going to lay down on your stomachs. Actually, hands and knees. I changed my mind. I want to show you a really great core exercise. All right. So hands and knees. Start with just a couple of cat and cows. I want you to just curl everything up. And I want you to then extend it on down. Good. Do that again. Tilt that pelvis. Curl all the way up into that cat. Extend everything down to that cat. Cow. Move through that back. Good. All right, now find a nice flat back. All right, the goal here, let me tuck this in a little bit tighter so you can see this. It's a very subtle ab exercise, okay? It's all about just getting that deep core engaged. I want your back to stay flat, so I don't want you to pop in and out. Nice flat back. You're going to release your belly down and then pull that belly back up and in. Release that stomach down and pull it back up and in. Do that a couple times. If you notice, my back is not moving. That is the goal. I don't want you to let go and go down like this and pull up into this. That's using your back muscles. I want you to use your deep, deep, deep core. It's called your transverse abdominis. So release it down and pull back up and in. This is one of my favorite exercises to get the transverse firing. I love it when you're pregnant because it really keeps it firing. I call it baby lifting. Beautiful. Now, keep that core connection. Keep it nice and stable. So now I have that connection. I'm keeping a flat back. I'm going to just raise my left arm up and then my right. And I'm going to work really hard to not shift my weight. So I do not want to see you shift over to raise. Can you keep yourself centered? Keep that core engaged. One more set here. Amazing. Now keep your hands still. This is the harder version. Can you extend a leg without shifting your weight? It's hard. Core is strong, back is straight. You're working really hard not to move that body. Good. This is bird dog broken down. Good. One more set. Nice. All right. We're going to just do a complete bird dog. I really want you to focus on, I find actual full bird dog easier. But what I see people end up doing is they start tilting that pelvis. Keep that core strong. Keep that flat back. Extend one arm and one leg, keeping a straight back. Bring it back down. Do the other side. Do not let that back move. Do not let that pelvis move. Keep it really strong and stable. Good. 2 more. Woohoo! Last one. Amazing. Go ahead and widen those feet up. We're going to go into a child's pose. Really important. When you're doing a child's pose, make your knees really wide. Don't do it here. When your knees are wide, your feet are together, you're going to get deeper into that pelvic floor to help release it a little bit. So keep them wide, bring that tailbone down, and stretch those hands on out. And just rest. Deep breaths, inhale. As you're breathing here, can you focus on getting deeper into your back? Can you feel that back expand on your inhale and pull in on your exhale? This is a really great place to open up your ribs, your intercostals while you're breathing and stretching. It's multi-purpose. We want these moving. We want our ribs moving. They get sticky. So take that moment, really focus on that big, deep breath going into your back. And exhale. Beautiful. Come on up and just sit cross-legged. Hands are on your hips. I want you to try to find those sit bones and sit up nice and tall. How are we doing on time? Oh, I'm keeping lots for time for questions. I want you to take a nice deep breath for me, and I want you to feel that expansion. And then exhale. Feel it crisscross back in. Do that again. Breathe in, feel an expansion. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Who was able to find their pelvic floor? Could you feel that pelvic floor move down with your inhale and pull up with your exhale? This is the goal. When you can get your pelvic floor to move downwards with your inhale, upwards with your exhale, it means you're getting a contraction and a relaxation. That's muscle health. We want that. And this is something that's really hard to find, especially postpartum. So it's such an important place to start. So I know we did a lot of breathing, there was a lot of focus on breath, but that's why we really want that to be moving, opening, closing. It is one of the best ways to get you reconnected to your deep core. So if you didn't find it, don't worry. Just keep working at it. Just trying to be mindful. I'm going to give you my kind of last thought here is first off, it's easier to find lying down than it is sitting up. So start there. Lie down on your back. So go back into that same, everybody, let's go back into that same position we started. So this is where I like to start all my clients with their breath, because it's the one place where we are not sitting on things, gravity's not pushing everything. It's easier to find here. When you can find it here, we can start transitioning it to other body places. So on your inhale, again, you're going to feel everything expand. I like to imagine around the pelvic floor. I have a couple imagery, and I'm hoping one of them works for you. I like to imagine the pelvic floor is like a bowl, because it really isn't a floor. It's not flat. It is rounded. It's a magic bowl that expands to pull the air, to hold that air in. And then as you exhale, it magically shrinks to push it out. Some people love the imagery of a flower. So when you inhale, your flower blossoms out between your legs. And then as you exhale, it pulls up and in. Whichever works for you. Or even just the idea of that pelvic floor going down between your legs and exhale pulling up. There's no right or wrong imagery. We just want you to find it, because it is the difference of getting connected or not. And it really is like the number one way to get optimal pelvic health. Okay, beautiful. Everybody go ahead and roll yourselves on up. I am now here to answer any of your pelvic health rehab questions. If you had any questions on these specific exercises, or if you have other questions, I am yours. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Hi.
Hi.
How often are you doing this, like multiple times a day? Is this once a day? Should you have rest in between? Like, how often are we
First off,
working these muscles?
there's no perfect recipe. Everybody rehabs differently. It's your body. If you can ideally do this daily, amazing. If you can just breathe daily, or if the idea of exercising is stressing you out, then don't go there. I'm going to tell you, I have successfully rehabbed prolapse, incontinence, diastasis through these programs. I have some people that come once or twice a week. I have some people who are religiously doing this every single day. I have got things in between. It's depending on how fast it happens. You know, the more you do it, the quicker you rehab. But let's be realistic. You are managing a whole new life change. Um, Give yourself grace. I think grace is one of the most important things that we are not talked about. Like, I am famous for being like, okay, I'm going to hang up my Superwoman cape because I'm trying to do too much and I'm feeling the brunt. So, be good to yourself and figure out where you can do it. This is why I have actually put this into an app is, I have some women who are like, getting to the studio for a 1 hour class is just too much. I can't do it. Okay, then don't. We have like when I do like if you ever use like the app, that kind of thing, it is literally 20-minute sessions. Like that's the whole idea. So you can do as little or as much. I hope that answers this question without being like, you must do this because
It does. No,
that's
it's helpful.
what?
I said it's helpful. That's helpful, yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to tell you, you're going to get something out of whatever you do. I think also just even learning the importance of putting your pelvis in neutral and like why we should be breathing down there. I think is so huge. I tell everybody my biggest goal for everyone I meet is that they start breathing diaphragmatically automatically. It takes time because my thought is if I'm standing in line waiting for a coffee and can do core workout at the same time, that's a win. And this type of breath can do that. Like you're firing up your core. So it's a great way to like get healthy there. Um, Brittany, I am going to put a picture up. I have a coupon code for you, everything. Let me put that up now. And I am here to keep answering questions. But then I'm going to give you that information. Bear with me. Yes, I made an app. I am not tech savvy at all. It took me forever even to figure out how to change my name on here. So give me a moment and I'm going to share this with you. I do have it ready. Multiple, I don't know. I just want to share my page. Is it me? Uh-oh. I don't know what I just did.
We still just see your face.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just wanted you to know.
Okay. It's funny. I tell people I make an app. They're like, you made an app? I'm like, I did, and it's pretty good. Share. I got it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Dun, 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 share. This kind of goes. Okay, hold on. I have it here. I made this lovely. Okay, come on. There we go. Thought process for all of you. Your body is resilient. With awareness and gentle rehab, you can restore strength, confidence, and joy in your movements. I remember when I had my babies and I literally like looked down my body and said, "Is this mine?" And it takes time to get connected in and just give yourselves grace and know that everybody rehabs differently. I've been having this conversation with a lot of people, and I really want to put this out to you. The 6-week checkup that you have, that you literally get high five from your OB, and they're like, "Oh my God, great job." And you're like, "Great." That is not the time where you're supposed to be cleared. Research is showing it is taken upwards to 6 months to a year to rehab your bodies. Please Keep that in mind. And not everybody's the same. Like some people bounce back really fast. Some people need more time. So listen to you. Are any of you runners? Um, no. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out there as in case one of you are a runner and you are dying to go running. Please, please, please do not rush. Relaxin is pumping through your body for a minimum of, they say upwards to 6 months. If you are nursing, relaxing is pushing through your body even longer because it's part of the letdown. Relaxing is still going to make that pelvis a little jiggly. If you don't have proper stabilization yet, and that is being able to do a tabletop, being able to do a single leg squat, you can hurt your pelvis by returning to running too fast. You can cause pubic symphysis issues. I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying this to make you aware. So, rebuilding that pelvic stabilization is so important. Don't rush it. Give yourself some grace. So here's my info. If you want to scan this, this is going to take you straight to my website and to my app. For all of my Yana moms, you guys get it for $9.99 a month at 50% off. So you're going to want to use that Yana mom coupon if you are interested. It also is the website. If you are local and want to come check out a class in person, we are in Central Park, our brick and mortar. Was